the HPV virus in men. We've talked about the HPV virus, vaccinating girls against the HPV virus, which was a big deal in Texas. Rick Perry wanted to stop it in Texas. It's a virus that the vaccine would prevent girls, giving it to girls, I guess 11, 12 years old, I think, would prevent them from getting a certain type of some kind of cancer. Yeah, cervical cancer. A rare kind, but it was a surefire way to stop one kind of cervical cancer. And of course, there was some reaction that it was going to, by doing this, was going to promote promiscuity. Right. It wasn't. It was just health. It was good health. But anyway, now it turns out that that the HPV virus, apparently, one of us has it. One of us is
not me.
Is this like an intervention now?
One of us.
I just got tested last week. I had the
starts with a W.
I had a. You can't even say this. Clark. Right. I had a full medical exam last week, and my doctor was like, "You have nothing."
Yeah.
Which I was really thankful for.
I don't think HPV is on the regular panel, but
yes, it is on the regular panel.
HPV is?
Fuck yes, it is. You know why?
all right.
You know why it is? Because half the people in America have it.
All right, settle down, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, it's serious. You know what happens if you get it?
Yeah, I do.
You get dick cancer.
Oh, you might get.
Or ass cancer.
You might. Or actually, what you mostly...
Or mouth cancer,
right,
or tongue cancer.
Oral cancer.
Okay, anyway, it's a study out earlier in the week by The Lancet, which is by the Moffitt Cancer Center, by Moffitt Cancer Center researcher Anna Giuliano. She's got a PhD. 50% of men ages 18 to 70 in Brazil, Mexico, and the U.S. have the genital infection, HPV. That's the virus that causes cervical cancer in women. Nice job, Michael. Causes warts, cancer of the genitals, and anus.
And both. Anus, dude.
I got it.
Not your butt, your anus.
I got it. Settle down. Here's the beginning of a CBS News story on this. At the moment that Wes becomes sick to his stomach, we will get out of the story.
The HPV virus.
Did you know what that was?
I had no idea what that was.
He and his wife, Karen Greenfield, had both dated before they married 4 years ago. She knew HPV causes cervical cancer, but tongue cancer in her husband?
Nobody else that I've talked to has ever heard of HPV virus causing cancer in men.
Evidence now shows 2/3 of cancers of the tongue and tonsils are caused by HPV, and 80% of these occur in men.
It seems like 10 or more partners really is the threshold. That's where we start seeing the bigger jump in risk.
Researchers found...
All right, there we go.
Okay, hold on. 10 or more partners over what time period?
Right. Yeah, so it's alarming, and you start obviously...
It's scary, dude. Yeah. Like, because I had a physical last week, and my doctor like gave me the whole spiel. Like, I know you're divorced now, and blah, 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 and let me tell you what's out there.
And now that...
some scary stuff.
Now, so we're clear about that, like, it doesn't mean if you've had 10 or more partners that you're going to get sick. An infection rate of 50% for a virus that can cause cancer sounds scary, but knowing a few more facts can put the risk in perspective. About 90% of men and women infected with the virus can get rid of it on their own within about 2 years, so 9 out of 10. Many different strains, some that cause cancer, some that don't. About 6% of men have the genital infection with HPV, the strain that linked to more than 90% of the cancers, and only about 0.6% of men have the right kind in specimens taken from their mouth. So it's like you can have it, and then only a small percentage get it, but it's so widespread that that's still going to be a big number.
Dude, I do not want cancer of the penis.
I understand.
And you know, the other backstory here, of course, is that Rick Perry didn't want to have the vaccinations in Texas, so it's Republicans against health care. Again.
Right, Republicans against healthcare, and of course they didn't want it for girls.
For girls, for girls they didn't want it. Let's see what Rick Perry wants now, but they didn't want it for girls because it would promote promiscuity. But so let's let them be as they would have been, and then get HPV. I mean, the ignorance on the parts of some of these people who try and be puritanical is
because they think it's just punishment.
Well, it's yes.
It's just like in the 80s, they were like, well, AIDS is God sent AIDS to punish the homosexuals.
But it's not just that. It's a discomfort talking about anything having to do with sex with girls who are getting into, who are entering puberty, who are going to be dealing with these real problems. And it's an ignorance. It's trying to be puritanical, trying to be part of the Christian right, trying to sort of appease people. It's purely political, and it's just wrong.
Yeah, and because I presume that many of these guys don't even believe it. I think you touched on something really great, that they're just trying to appeal to people who believe it, who want to be puritanical. I don't even know if Rick Perry cares, but he thinks there are a lot of people who are going to love it when I say, don't vaccinate these girls because it's going to promote promiscuity.